Hey everybody, welcome to the third part of this comic book review. Unfortunately the batteries died because somebody didn't make sure they were fully charged.
Chris.
Michael. Anyway, I had something to say anyway, so let's first get through these. First of all, Batman number 5, awesome. Definitely check it out. Nightwing number 5 was also awesome, and I think you guys should check it out. Birds of Prey 5 was pretty good. I would definitely give a recommendation. Why are you still here? Green Lantern Corps number 5 is okay. Red Hood and the Outlaws 5, pretty okay also, but once again, I really like it. It's a really good book. I leave it up to you guys though. Wonder Woman 5 was alright. Legion of Superheroes 5, Legion's on the way out. Amazing Spider-Man 678 was awesome.
Fantastic.
Venom 12 was also great. Avenging Spider-Man 3 was alright. I leave it to you guys to decide. X-Men Legacy 260.1.
I like it. I'll get the next issue.
Okay. Uncanny X-Men 20, Uncanny X-Force, hopefully 20 was pretty good. I would say check it out. New story, just needs a little bit more feeling out. Daredevil 8 was awesome.
Excellent. I will definitely get the next issue as well.
The Invincible Iron Man 512 was pretty good. Avengers number 21 was alright. Once again, it's pretty much the same stuff you got left off at in the last issue. Ghostbusters number 5 was pretty good. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, you want to check this out. If you're not, then you might not be interested. Lord of the Jungle number 1 was really good. It's $1, guys. Check it out. And Voltron 2, continuing the origin story while still being in the present with Voltron. Pretty good. New retelling. Why not? Now, really quick, guys, I do want to say two things about something. I was going to say in the last episode, decided not to. Decided to take a break first in the last episode and leave it for the newest one. You guys know me and where I get my comic books. All my comic books come from MidtownComics.com. Now granted, delivery wise it's not their fault, even though my comics do come late at times. That's post office, holidays and whatnot. However, I always highly recommend them. Recently I saw two people that got packages from Midtown Comics, one being Dawkins Howlett, who's a really close friend of mine, and I highly recommended him to Midtown Comics, and his package came pretty destroyed, and he actually had to pay extra shipping because I don't know who they were, the Canadian mail office, let's call it the Canadian mail offices, put it in a bag to protect it because it was so destroyed, and charged him extra money for the book, so his shipping went almost doubled, and that's ridiculous and that's wrong. I have never had a problem with Midtown Comics. I had two instances where there was a little problem. First one, it was one of my X-Force books, and the back cover was bent in half, and it basically ripped through the picture, like there was a stain on the picture from the rip. I didn't mention that because it wasn't a big deal to me. The other one was I ordered a Superman incentive cover, and they sent me a regular cover. You guys saw it on my review. But I messaged them about that, and they sent me an incentive cover and told me to keep the other one as their way of saying that they were sorry for the mistake. Far be it for me to say, I will always buy my comics from MidtownComics.com. They've never done wrong by me. A couple of holes in the box at times, but that's once again not their fault. That's just the delivery service in general. But other than that, my comics are always well packaged, bubble wrapped and everything, and they come and they're, no matter how many dings are on the box, because of the bubble wrap, these are safe. What I don't understand, however, is if I get this many comics, let's say I get a box. When Dawkins made his order, you had to get, I think he had to get about 3 or 4 more comics to get a box, to get upgraded to a box. Anything else, they get an international envelope. My opinion is, in that case, that's bullshit. Especially when you have so many comics like this. I think he should have gotten a box, and that would have prevented and helped save any damage that he got from his comics. I mean, some comics weren't even in their bags and boards. That's never happened to me, thank you God, and may that never happen. All my comics are always in their bags and always boarded. The status and the situation and the condition his package came in was unforgivable, completely. Comics were ruined, comics were bent, corners were bent, unforgivable. And I feel partially responsible because I recommended him to it. So first of all, I'm really sorry, Doc, and like I said, I feel responsible because I was the one that recommended you to try them out, and you did, and that package came disgusting, and I know you spent a nice amount of money on those books. So on behalf of my recommendation, I'm sorry. I'll continue to recommend Midtown Comics. Just keep this little what would you consider this? this word of warning or word of caution: if you don't live in the United States, be very careful what you order from them, and make sure you contact them and tell them to make sure that their package is in the best care. Make sure that they put it in the right type of make sure you get the right type of protection for your comics, or else it could come bad depending on where you live. Now, if you live in the U.S., I know a lot of people that buy from Midtown. None of them have complaints except one person, Comic Book Mom. One of her comics also came with the bends in the corner, and I believe she'll probably end up contacting them, and they'll send her another book, no questions asked, because of the condition of the book in her next order. So if you live outside the USA, make sure if you order from Midtown, you send them a message at least, and let them know that, you know, please package them as safe as possible, because what happened to Dawkins was unforgivable. And once again, sorry, Dawkins. Normally I recommend Midtown, always do, but I guess in certain situations the shipping is not the best. But their comics and their quality has never failed me. So if you guys are interested, that's where I get my comics. If you have a store already, unless they sell out of something, stick to your store. That's the best suggestion I can give you. Me, I've been with Midtown for 4 years now, and they've never done me wrong, and when they did, they rectified it. So I leave that up to you guys. Anyway, that's it for this week's Dark Avenger comic book review. Once again, books of the week are absolutely Batman, number 5, and Amazing Spider-Man, number 678. Also, thank you guys for telling me to hold tight with Venom. It did get better. I'm enjoying it again, and I'm glad I stuck in there. So thank you guys for keeping me there. And for those of you who say that these videos are a bit long, I do apologize, but unfortunately, not even unfortunately, I have a lot to say, and I enjoy doing my comic reviews each and every week. I'm not the only one that I'm not the only one that shoots reviews that are longer than 15 minutes. I see a lot of people that go for 44 to 60 to 70 minutes for their comic book reviews. It's a huge stack of books, and I have opinions that I'd like to get out there. There is somebody that needs to know something about each of these books. And
plus the camera could go a certain amount of...
And my camera goes up at 20. No, well, it's a complaint about the length of the entirety of the episode. So I apologize. I'm sorry that it's very long, but I'm not the only one that does it. There are a ton of reviewers out there that have reviews even longer than mine. Pete's Basement's another example of that. They go a half hour to 50 minutes. I try to keep my reviews as short as possible, but at the same time, I do get my opinion out. So sorry, but the time or the amount of time on each review, this is as short as I can make them. If it's a short week, it's a short review. If it's a week like this, it's a pretty long review, and unfortunately that means it's time, but usually people skip the comics they don't read and go into the ones they do read. So if you do that, then it cuts the time practically in half. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking around for this part, even though there really wasn't much of a review in this part, just a rundown, and 2 apologies. One for the length of my videos, but that's not changing, and for the shipment to Dawkins. I'm really sorry, man. If I would have known, bro, I would not have recommended them to you if I knew that was going to happen. Hopefully your other package, I know you made a video about it, and it says Happy Happy Joy Joy. I haven't had time to watch. I haven't even had time to shave. I'm the bearded man. But hopefully that package came good. I'm going to probably watch that video tonight before I go to bed and check it out. But sorry about that package's quality. Alright guys, take care. Have a good week. I'll see you guys next weekend for another Dark Avengers comic book review.
Alright, later
Take care,
guys.
everybody.